This Promnicast can be found everywhere. Subscribe via iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, and more.
Hello, and welcome to Civic Leaders. I'm Bert Lowry, Market Intelligence Officer at Springbrook Software. Today I'm talking with Aaron Olsen, Utility Building Supervisor at Washington City, Utah. Okay, Aaron, question number one. How did you decide that local government was a place you could call home?
When I first came in, I was taken back by how long it takes for just a standard customer to get services turned on. And it had to do with the application process and what we were asking our customers to give us in terms of information. What we were asking them to agree to read, to check certain boxes, to initial certain things. And I really questioned all that and asked, why do we need that? What are we doing this for? And really took the process backwards, reinvented the wheel, and created a process that was, 10% as time consuming as it was before. We took application times that took 10 to 15 minutes down to 4 minutes or 5 minutes. We took an experience that was dreadful in terms of reading something that was multiple pages and filling something out for a long period of time, or paying multiple random fees that needed to be explained, into a quick, electronically formatted, simple application in which people paid only $5 and had all their answers delivered to them in whatever medium, whether that be email, or whether it be person to person, or whether it be a phone call, or whether it be a text message, have all that information delivered to them on their schedule in the way that they want to consume it. So really, it was about, my aha moment was about me making things simple and finding successes in making it simple.
Question number two. What has been your most challenging experience on the job?
We have disconnects for non-payment, okay? This is when people haven't paid their bill for 2 months in a row. They're required to make their payments, and they haven't done it. So they come in once their power shut off, and they want their power restored. And usually they come in, in not very good terms, meaning they're very angry. They'll come in a robe, like you tell they can just, some of them just have walked out of bed and are extremely upset. And they come in using expletives, yelling, said, "What the hell do you think that you're doing?" And imagine inside my lobby, I have like 30 people already in line, and they just charge right to the front and push the other people aside and say, you shut my whatever off, and you shut my power off, and the computer shut down. I was in the middle of this or that, and you have to deal with them right then, right? And we basically told this person, hey, you are $130 short. Anyway, they came in with 120, and unfortunately, in this situation, I needed the 130. We had enough of a reputation that was the minimum requirement. Anyway, after a few more expletives, and she was calling me all sorts of names and yelling at me, she walked back out and came back about 30 minutes later with a jar full of pennies, nickels, and dimes, and said, "Here's your damn $10," and throws the change jar, and it just pours out all over the desk. And from there, I mean, there's people actually inside the lobby trying to, it's this awkward thing. You got a couple mob mentality people that jump on and try to ride that little disruption. And then you got these other people who are scared to death. You get a couple people just dart out the back door because they're scared. It's just an awkward, tense moment. And add on the fact that right after that person did that, another customer within the lobby said something along the lines, "I should have done the same damn thing to you." And you just think to yourself, what am I battling here? How can this be better? And that was one instance that I can tell you I will never forget that. I will never forget the feelings that I had. I'll never forget the customer's face. And man, I can tell you what it smelled like in the room at that time. But honestly, it's hard. And to put icing on the cake, was when we found out that the person I was dealing with actually lives across the street from the administration building, actually lives directly across the street from the location that I work every day. And since then, things have gotten better. She knows where I stand, and we have an understanding in terms of paying with change. But that's one never to forget.
Given that story, what do you wish residents knew about public employees?
I wish that they would understand that we're not all the same. I wish that every citizen in my great city knew that every governmental worker is not the same. There are people on this side that work for government that really do care and want the whole system to be easier, to be more serving for you, and want to help you out. And like any organization, we have some players that are in the organization for reasons other than you as a customer. They may be looking for a paycheck, or they may be looking for a promotion or some other reason why they're here, but there are people that really are here because they care. And instead of just, next time, instead of reacting fiercely and angrily to something that's happened in your life, that government's done to you, and just dumping that all on the next governmental person or the next worker you run into, take the time to realize that perhaps that person had absolutely nothing to do with the situation that angered you or that affected you. So give everybody the same shot that you would want as a citizen. Give every governmental worker the opportunity to serve you and to help you, and I think that you'll find you'll get a lot farther in getting what you need done than treating them badly or poorly. So I would just ask everybody to realize that we're all here for different reasons, and some of them are here to serve you, and seek out those ones that will listen and have them help you out, and they will.
And finally, Aaron, what advice do you have for your peers who face adversity and the seemingly long road ahead?
Don't take the easy road. Don't waste your time doing whatever you're charged with, whatever responsibilities you have. Don't waste your time doing it less than you're capable of doing it. And so put your whole heart and put all the effort you have in that moment and what you're doing right then, and put your heart in and your passion and all your love and all your skills. Put it in everything that you do all the time. A lot of times I think I'm guilty of, I kind of brush over this project, do X, Y, Z, slip it through real quick, and it'll get done. But I found 9 times out of 10, in fact almost every time, that when I didn't do it right the first time, meaning didn't do it at the excellent level that I would want to see, that it ultimately comes back to haunt me in one way or another. So don't cut any corners. Don't waste any time. Doing your best all the time, and really applying yourself, no matter how small the task is or how large the task is, or whether your job's on the line or whether nobody's going to see. You need to be doing it. Be your best all the time. And when you're tired, or when you're hungry, or when you're fed up, or you're bored, or you're mad, or you're angry, and all those emotions that we all have, take a break, and then come back and do it right. Do it right the first time.
Passion, action, and getting things done. That was Aaron Olsen, Utility Billing Supervisor from Washington City, Utah. I'm Bert Lowry with Springbrook Software, and this has been Civic Leaders. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you soon.
Civic Leaders is a Springbrook Software Promnicast. Visit sprbrk.com for more. Syndication support is provided by emerging local government leaders. Visit elgl.org for more exclusive content. This series is produced and distributed by the VOLSTA Media Network. Be sure to check out other great shows, episodes, and more at volsta.com.